Hi folks, McBeard here. I wanted to talk to you about a monster deck that I have been playing that has done fairly well, not just across the landscape of the ladder, but also against a specific deck that has been giving people trouble, and that deck specifically is Henselt. And I think that the monster's Henselt matchup is actually quite good, and I'll tell you why I think that. So Henselt currently has a strategy where he's building siege towers on the siege row, playing Margarita, and then playing Poor Infantry, which is the bronze unit that puts three bodies out on the melee row every time they're played. So if you play 3 Poor Infantry, you've played 9 units. And with the siege towers getting buffed with every bronze unit converted to gold, when Henselt uses faction ability to turn a whole row gold, the siege towers are able to reach very high numbers in strength. And what's worse, Margarita is there as well, spitting out her adepts for an additional 2 strength each time on the siege row. And if there's promotes in hand, things can get even nuttier when those adepts get promoted. So there is, in a long round, almost no hope. So it's about being very patient and passing correctly, I think, against Henselt in the first round. And I have a game that I think I beat Henselt about 3 times yesterday, but there was a game where everything sort of lined up, like all the strategies I tried to employ were able to dismantle this particular player's strategy. So I was using a Gels deck, and Gels decks right now, I think, benefit a lot from more swarm-based tactics. You want to get a lot of bodies on the board. So I will go over that deck, but it involves Ericus, Behemoths, and Vrans. But more specifically, on top of the fact that in a long round, not a start to finish round, 10 cards to 0 round, because I think Henselt dominates in that round specifically, and it's in a very scary way. But in a longish round, maybe like 6 cards, maybe 7 cards, you can get away with playing into Henselt because you can generate more power through constantly spawning Ericus and buffing them with your faction ability. But the big thing is including a Lacerate in your deck. I think that Lacerate is the best control option right now for this meta, not just for Henselt, although it does deny Henselt that melee row buffing, but also because of neophytes, and of course in the mirror you would want to lacerate the Ericus. And there are a number of other situations where there are definitely rows you can punish, because as you know, lacerate was not given a cap in any way. It hits every single unit on the row for 3, and it punishes those who like to stack their rows. So I love this card. I think because it never had a cap put on it, it remained quite strong, and I'm trying to run it in almost every deck now. I think Manticore Venom and Thunder are great cards and great choices for removal, but if it's getting tight, I think you can lean on Lacerate and usually get somewhere between 12 and 18 strength removal every time you play it. It's very rare when you can't do that. So to see those opportunities and take advantage of it, and against a deck like Henselt, you will be able to really slow the game down enough that you should be able to come out on top if you're playing the deck that I was playing personally. So we will take a look at that deck, and then we get into a great game versus Henselt, which I'm sure you'll all enjoy. If you do, feel free to like, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and I'll see you next time. Thanks so much for watching. So yeah, Monster Truck Monday. Oh, we like it, we like it, we like it. Do a Gels deck. G&E Vocamini, you will be very happy to know that we are doing a Gels deck. We are starting with a Gels deck. Here we are. Spider Party. So this is pretty similar. Now there is a Reddit post. I gotta make sure that I give a proper shout out to this particular Guidenable. So he had a Gels deck with Operator, and I've always when I played misplay Monday, stretchy. When I played Gels, there was a Commander's Horn podcast where we were reviewing Kaedweni, who is certainly absent in this deck, a very strong card that I am not including in this deck. But when I was trying to make Kaedweni work, the old Kaedweni, not the current Kaedweni, but the old Kaedweni, I thought it would be in my best interest to always Operator an Ericus, and I think that operating the Ericus is really strong generally. So when I saw that this list was doing very well, I thought maybe I could revisit Operator Ericus. His list ran Ghouls, didn't have Gravehag, didn't have ADC in it. So I've made some changes here. But for the most part, this deck is pretty faithful to that player's deck, although I have made some changes. I think the Ghouls are fine, but I think that ultimately these are the cards that I'll want to see more often. So that's what I'm thinking. If you're coming here to see some Gwent, we should probably get some games started here. Good day to not lose, I think, with all of you fine folks in the audience. is for Gwent, but as far as my bandwidth is concerned with my content and my stream, I'm a Gwent man. I'm a Gwent man, you know? We're a Gwent family, okay? We like our cards one at a time.
Attack!
And we like our bearded men yelling. Although I'm sure that Elder Scrolls Legend has lots of yelling bearded men. Dovahkiin and all. Huh. Oh, Lacerate. Hello there. Hello, Lacerate, my friend. That's gonna help. All right, we're gonna do what we do. Do what we do. Get that operator out. Get that Ericus Behemoth out. It's like winning's paying off right now. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. I also appreciate the follow, Famous Tacos. You're known for your tacos, I guess. 2 siege towers. I do have a lock, but I'd sooner lock Margarita. I think it's just all about getting ahead here. Getting ahead when he's just about to set up and just being like, you know what? I'll see myself out. I'll see myself out. Oh man, if only I had a Manticore and not a Lacerate. Maybe just now is the time to pass. I keep that giant Vran warrior in that case. But his field medics are just so likely to hit that siege tower, right? I gotta make him work for it maybe just a little bit more, I guess. Just a little bit more, I think. I think that's what I want. Just a little bit longer. Have to play Ericus in order to thin the deck. There is that too. That is also a definite thing as well. Interface.
I'll gladly help if I live to see it.
Bye.
Any last words?
Ah, bummer. Oh, that's one card to do it.
As you wish, milady.
That may have been incorrect. That may have been incorrect. 2 cards seems like a lot. I have Avalok in hand. Let's see. I can still lock Margarita. I can still lacerate the infantry. Maybe he passes. I'm up so many cards, I can spend the cards to get back. He doesn't have Margarita out now, so I should give him a gold card now then.
Appearances
Let's
can
give him
be
an extra 10. What is it? What is it to me? Oh, Caretaker Margarita. Oh my god, I gotta get that out of his graveyard. Oh man, he could punish me right now. Punish me right now for that. He's playing the Ericus, thank goodness. No Margarita means no Margarita. I can deal with the infantry.
I hope we can trust you.
Nobody even called me on that one. At least that makes me feel better. Caretaker Marg would be huge. I only have to play 7 then. That's much easier to handle. I'll play the Giant Toad into an Ekamara. I think cycles 1 more card, and I keep it. K-Ran. All right. I like the position I'm in here. He has 9 cards, I have 10. I have to go first. That means I get to move last. I'll probably just play Siri to lead off here. Grave Hag, just to make things that much better. He already played Igni too. That's so huge. Scorch, you run Scorch in this deck? Maybe. Maybe. I've seen a lot of Scorches these days. Squayatel maybe is more of a Scorch deck that I should be worried about. Just thinking about the order here. I think I just play Siri just to lead off
You
here.
talked enough.
Limit his options, I suppose. Terrible joke, McBearded. Okay, so the good news is, when I see a Siege Tower, if a Siege Tower ever comes, which it could, his graveyard is light though. You could medic out a Siege Tower probably pretty easy. Spear Tip's gonna be pretty good too. When it comes down to actually when he gets some more back here. I'm doing this here. Use Gauss for only one time in all the game. I've only used Gauss once?
Tell
Is that
me
actually
just.
true? Is that actually true? Oh, Siege Tower. So I'll lock this, because Margarita's not going to be a problem anymore. And I could use a consume target.
Snitches get stitches.
To be quite honest. Fresh tub of popcorn and McBearded, or I'll be 5. He's going to go for the gold reinforced siege tower. He's probably going to put... I think I'm going to take the chance. I don't think it's too greedy to wait for one more poor infantry before I lacerate. Just one more. One more is dangerous. I should have put the Ericus on the other side of this thing. Show me it.
I told you so, you idiot.
Oh, he wants more siege towers, not more poor infantry. Choose wisely, my friend. Choose wisely. Ace of Phelps.
What do you
Should I use
want
3
of
different
me?
art for Clan German Shieldmaiden or 3 of the one with the smug phase? Obviously the smug phase. This one. That's the one you want. He got the other siege tower. That's a little on the dangerous side, I think. I guess I'm just going to have to count on him not having a Scorch. I don't know. I think that if he's setting up siege towers like this, like one more poor infantry, just show me one more poor infantry. Don't highlight Henselt. Don't do it. Oh, I'm in big trouble. Oh man, even a crappy melee row. Even this melee row. I'm still gonna wait for one more poor infantry. I'm still gonna wait, and it may cost me the game. It may cost me the game to wait, but I'm consciously doing this because I think that if I lacerate now and he has 1 to 2 more poor infantry, I'll lose anyway. But I could be wrong. He could Henselt right now, and I lose as well. It's up to... We'll see what happens here. This new one eats first. Well, they're gonna consolidate, I guess. No, that was bad. I shouldn't have done it like that. I should have put this on this side. Because I don't want to eat the Ericus, obviously. That was my misplay, I think. Show me poor infantry.
Nasty wounds, those, but you'll live.
Reaver Scout into poor infantry.
You one of us or not?
Well, no, unless he wants to medic out the Ericus Behemoth. Yeah.
Got any victuals? Hungry
Okay.
like a wolf, I am.
Any of these rows, though, is so huge for him, but I'm just going to make this a little less huge. There it is.
You want peace? Fight for
All
it.
right, well, that's good news for me, I think. Except for the fact that I'm really... Well, I'm not even really behind. I'm not even really behind. I could spear tip right now and get these. He could have a promote for more poor infantry, so I should be really careful. I could also just play Gauss, because I'm not... Spear tip's the only extra unit I'm going to have. In fact, playing spear tip now is probably in my best interest. Because if he has a promote, he could play it on either of these sets, and then I have less options. Plus, I'll have 1 extra unit on the board. The Varans won't tick. It also puts me ahead already in this situation. Altogether from 29th to 4th, that's all them added together. You're talking about something I may have missed. I may have already forgotten. Oh! The forfeit. The last raid came through, my friends. That's why it's in there. That's all it takes sometimes. Just 1 tech card. That's why I say last raid's one of the best removal cards in the game right now, because you go out against that stuff.